What's up, everybody? I'm Nova coming at you with another one. Probably the most requested uh, video would be for ACDC lately for all my fellow Canucks out there. Um, so we've been doing a consolidation, and I kind of said a while back 22 cents, I think. And we had a nice little pop. But if you look at daily, where is our resistance? All of these EMAs between 30 and 28 cents, and we just wicked up there today. So I believe this is what we would call setting up for the false rally before we find support and then a continuation. As per the APO MACD, we did a zero cross right about here, and that gave us, let's go to bars, that gave us all of these low momentum candles as we kept going down and under the 200, and it looks like we're going to be tested. Looking at level 2, the bids are definitely starting to set up. So we got about 300,000 at 22 cents. We got another 300,000 sitting at 23 cents. Maybe another 300,000 sitting between 23 and a half and 24 cents. 350 sitting at 25. 26 cents between 25.5 and 26. It looks like 400,000 waiting. So the base is definitely forming, and any kind of sell off or profit taking will probably get scooped up pretty quick. However, looking over at the ask, and it's funny because the ask is right around here. So the biggest one is 437,000 sitting at 30 cents. 200 at, well, let's say between 28.5 and 28. Looks like about 500,000. So we may be range bound in here as we consolidate between, let's say 22 and 28. The odds of us coming back down to 22 at this point looks kind of rare, because there's quite a bit that has to be consumed. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, maybe 1.3, 1.5 million in bids right now. But we are low momentum candles, right? So, and then you can see how the RSI went under the 50, roughly right around where the APO and MACD started to go below the zero cross. So a double confirmation of a pullback. And of course, once we ran out of momentum and broke the 50, we came crashing down. And then a test of the moving averages, resistance, and further push down to a lower low, to yet another lower low. And now we're going to test to see if we can get above this. The bids are here. I just don't know if people are going to FOMO and start raising their bids up to where we are now. Looking at the half day or the 4 hour, there's our resistance, right? At 30 cents, and we've got almost 450,000 sitting right there. So that's got to get chewed up, which is why I think we'll probably try and find support down around 25-ish. We can see an important price level, right? So that was support before we broke down. Then that was resistance. So odds are we may go up to about 30 and then come back down and test 26, 26.5, etc. And you can see the attempt, the RSI is above the 50. Was that yesterday? No, that's today. And the APO and MACD, we're converting back to the zero cross, but we're going to be approaching resistance here as well. So that's kind of mating up with the turn, just under 30 cents. Now, if we go to hourly, you can see how we were starting to get signals of things starting to set up, right? APO and MACD starting to go above the zero cross. So this first one, and now the second one, and now again another resistance line sitting at around 27 as we start to consolidate and flag. So we will either try and do a repeat sometime this week, or we're going to fail and try and find support down a little bit lower. And the way things look, where's 28? Yeah, we're like right there. It's possible that we'll go up again, but if we don't have buyers stepping in, 28.30 is going to be very difficult to break. The bids need to start raising their bids to create some momentum. But volume today is 5.2 million. Yeah. So we can see the 200 on the hourly is probably where we need to start looking for entries and momentum. Once we break that 200 and find support on it, I think that'll be the next step to the next run. So we've been consolidating for a while. Many were asking me for updates. There wasn't really much to update on ACDC. It's pretty quiet. There's not really much news. And I'm just waiting for this zero cross. So maybe watching it on the 4 hour. Yeah, maybe watching on the 4 hour, maybe a little. I think maybe this week we might start to see the first rally, the false rally, before we find support, and then we'll see what will look like that big consolidation. But that will be our rally, heading into what, end of August, September. September might blow off a bit, and then the last chance, last gasp, would be the Halloween effect into November, where we top out. And not sure where that's going to be, but if this does turn into a consolidation bowl, 20, we're down around 20 cents or so to the all-time high. And if we grab that, that puts us up around maybe $1.50, $1.40 area. That would be pretty nice for the year. And then I think this thing will go quiet for quite some time. The bag holders will be cashing out. Methinks. So the consolidation continues. We are starting to test the 200 for the second time. Usually we get like 3 resistance. So 1, 2, and then I think we'll see more sideways flat, and then we'll break the 200. I think that's what's going to happen. So RSI on the hourly, this is kind of like our support. You can see this wedge forming, and as we come back down, we'll probably see support on the 50, and then we'll try and break above that. So it's still the same plan. Just keep watching. We can see higher lows here. Momentum is starting to go up. The health or condition, the RSI, the strength of the price action is going up again. We need to stay above here within this range as we continue, and that will confirm further movement, further price movement to the upside. If we break if we break this trend and we come down, so we got to watch that. If we break the trend and we come down, we'll probably be looking maybe end of June for the final bottom. And because price is here, I don't know, maybe a double bottom. But we need to hear some news. They've been pretty quiet. Weekly, what's it look like? I don't think we have anything else. So let me delete these guys for a second. Yeah, weekly RSI just about to test the 0.5. So we're at a crucial area. You can see how when we're here, we roll up. When we're underneath, we're dying, right? Or consolidating. And then the bounce, support, and then the final run. So what we need to see is that bounce, support, and then that final run. Two double peaks here, one wide peak, one peak here, and just looking at something else. I'm just seeing like the general trend is down. I don't know if this thing split or not, but this trend line we're going to have to watch as well. So maybe this is where our consolidation is going to happen. And maybe it'll stretch into next year. Not sure yet. Anyway, that's Acdc. Still recharging. Looks like we're close to capacity and the buyers are lining up. That 22 was sitting there for quite a while, and now there's, over 1 million shares bid over that 22. So hopefully that's considered a strong base. All right. So that's Acdc. Trade safe.